Cindy Church, Healthcare Ethics and Medical Law. Hippocrates was a Greek physician who lived from about 460 BC to 375 BC. He was regarded as the father of medicine and the author of the Hippocratic Oath. The Hippocratic Oath is an important step to becoming a doctor. While the term "first do no harm" is attributed to the ancient Greek philosopher, it is not part of the Hippocratic Oath. First do no harm is a wise instruction, but a seasoned physician will say it depends partially on what the patient wants. A medical professional has long subscribed to a body of ethical statements developed primarily for the benefit of the patient. As a member of this profession, a physician must recognize responsibility to the patient first and foremost, as well as to society, to other health professionals, and to self. The first principle is, a physician shall be dedicated to providing competent medical care with compassion and respect for human dignity and rights. The second principle is, the physician shall uphold standards of professionalism, be honest in all professional interactions, and strive to report physician deficit in character and competence or engage in fraud or deception to the appropriate entities. Third, a physician shall respect the law and also recognize the responsibility to seek changes in those requirements which are contrary to the best interest of the patient. Fourth, the physician shall respect the rights of the patient, colleagues, and other health professionals, and shall safeguard patients' confidence and privacy within the constraints of the law. A physician shall continue to study, apply, and advance scientific knowledge, maintain a commitment to medical education, make relevant information available to patients, colleagues, and the public, obtain consultation, and use the talents of other health professionals when indicated. A physician shall, in the provision of appropriate patient care, except in emergencies, be free to choose whom they serve, to associate, and the environment to which provides medical care. 7. A physician shall recognize the responsibility to participate in activities contributing to the improvement of the community and the betterment of public health. 8. A physician shall, while caring for a patient, regard responsibility to the patient as paramount. 9. And most importantly, a physician shall support access to medical care for all people. The Medical Ethics Code is the moral guidelines for a physician. A moral precept is an idea or opinion that is driven by the desire to do good. An ethical code is a set of rules that defines allowable actions or correct behavior. Morals refer mainly to guiding principles, and ethics refer to rules and actions. Universal health care is the idea that everyone should have access to medical services without fear of cost. Money should never be an obstacle to good health, and an unexpected illness should never bankrupt a normally financially stable household. Besides eliminating preferential treatment based on money, universal health care lowers costs of health care for the economy. It reduces administrative costs for care access and simplifies the rules process. It removes competition and creates a healthier workforce. Also, when children are able to get quality health care, it builds a foundation for future success. Children who have access to health education are less likely to get into trouble with the law. Preventative care lowers medical costs if people stay healthy. The concept is to nip disease in the bud before they become catastrophic. It keeps society productive because most people don't realize that healthcare costs are the #1 cause of bankruptcy. 46.3% of emergency room visits are because people have nowhere else to go. The Declaration of Independence states that all people have inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which entails having health care necessary to preserve life and pursue happiness. The purpose was to promote the general welfare of the people. Congressman Dennis Kucinich was part of the effort to promote the general welfare and said that health care of the population should be a legitimate function of the government. One reason for high healthcare costs are the rising number of malpractice lawsuits. Doctors tend to overtest to protect from lawsuits, and the driving costs threaten to consume the entire federal budget. Universal health care would lower the costs and prevent the population through preventative measures without the exorbitant costs. The question of moral obligation should not be based on financial gain or personal greed, but on the ethical considerations of what is best for humanity and the future of mankind.